Hey, welcome back, everyone. This is Shalin Magi, and this is my fresh start playthrough. This is episode 4, and I'm just going to do a quick recap. So, pretty much got started. After we got our hyperdrive blueprint, installed it, antimatter blueprint, installed it, or was able to make antimatter to make warp fuel. We did all that stuff, found out a little bit about Artemis, and then Nada contacted us from the anomaly here, and basically, pretty much near the end of, I think it was episode 3, the last episode, we finally got to the anomaly, and that was really exciting because I was able to get pretty much all but one of the items I wanted to get, and that's not a big deal. I just need 2 salvage data to get the antimatter reactor. And so I think with this episode, I'm not going to worry about any of the storyline or quests. Basically, I've got a lot to do in an hour's time because I'm trying to make each one of these videos no more than an hour. And got a lot to do back at the home base. I have to get to a space station also and salvage Artemis's ship. That way, that should give me at least over 1 million units, and that will be a really solid, good start. I was a little surprised when I got here, and I always remember with the first storage unit, I always, from what I remembered, thought that it was free, and it actually cost 5 salvage data. That's why I wasn't able to get my antimatter reactor, but I'm thinking about this now. I might double check when I get back to the base if I think about it, but it might be the case that I actually, when I started playing this game on my main character, it took a while before I even got to the anomaly, because honestly, once I got my construction project unit, there's a pretty decent small amount of buildable items in that thing, and really all I did at that point was just ran around the planet that was like my first home planet or discovery. And I just went crazy collecting salvage data, and I was buying a bunch of, like wooden windows and all this kind of stuff. And it might be possible that the first storage unit is actually in the construction research unit for free. So I do want to check that out, because I do remember it being free, and this time it was 5 salvage data. If they changed it, that's cool. And even if they didn't change it, really, at this early part in the game, your first storage unit's well worth 5 salvage data. So it's all said and done with. Not a big deal. So I'm going to go and teleport back to the home base. I'm curious if I can actually make it up here with this jetpack. Almost. Okay. We'll just go ahead and hoof it up here the rest of the way. No big deal. The main reason I want to go back to my base first is because I think it would be smart to set up at least the storage unit, because when you salvage a ship, you don't really get paid units for it. You get I think you get like 3 or 4 different parts, and then you just sell them off like at the space station. So I want to make sure that I've got room in my inventory to actually get the parts that I salvage so I can sell them. So that's going to be the first bit of action. So yeah, I think this whole video is just going to be more of a kick back, relax, sort of shoot the crap with you guys, talk about whatever, talk about some of the ideas, that I have in the game and stuff. And, just a laid back, chill vibe. So, all right. So I guess the first thing. Okay, that's fine. Um, let's see. And I'm going to move this wall. Okay. I think with some floor panel. It sucks I don't have the short little walls because they really help when it comes to this sort of thing. Man, what's going on here? I'm not asking for much. I just want a simple snap, please. What is in the way? Okay. Okay. It snapped on that side. I don't want that. Man, maybe the walls are too high or something for the. I don't know. There we go. No. Okay, so it's on snap and it's just not. It's not wanting to snap. All right, I guess I'll just. Okay, now. Damn it. Now they're snapping. Everywhere I don't want them to snap. Okay. All right, let's see. See, I'm just gonna rearrange this a little bit. Um, and I'm gonna make this spot right here, just this one spot, one higher because that is where I will put my storage. And one of my little I don't know, pet peeves or something in the game is, I try to with my building, I try to have some sort of small little semblance of realism. So generally speaking, I'm not going to have my bases just floating off of the side of a cliff, and eventually, maybe not right away because I'm a new player at this case, but eventually I will, I'll throw some walls down here to make it look like at least it's sitting solidly on the ground. Okay, so that right there is where our storage unit will be. And I'll just grab this and bring it over here. All right. And you know what? While I'm here, I do wanna see, because I can't figure out why that storage cost 5 units. Let me see if it's available in this machine. Buildable technology. Okay. No. Okay. So I guess they changed it. That's fine because it's definitely worth 5 salvage data. by all means. Okay. Get some more flooring down. Good. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. All right. All right. There we go. And I'm gonna keep the I'm gonna keep the uranium node inside of my base. Um, just it don't really matter, but let me see. I think I'll put this door. Don't have no steps. Maybe well, for now, I'm just going to stick that there, and I will put the door right here. Okay. Cool. Let's grab this. Okay. I might need to, yeah, I definitely need to grab a little bit of carbon while I'm here, so I'll do that real quick. And you know what? Radiation protection. Let me go ahead and enable my shield that I bought at the anomaly for my exosuit. This radioactive protection. I've got the uranium, I've got the copper, and so now, oh, but I am missing something. Oh, silver. Wonder if I got that in my ship. I've got some silver, but apparently I must not have quite enough. Yes. Okay. All right. That was an idea, but okay. Little radiation never killed anyone, at least in No Man's Sky, so I'm just gonna tough it out. Definitely got plenty of sodium from those few times. Got lucky with the big patch sodium plants and oxygen plants. So that's cool. Salt. There we go. That's actually what I want. Carbon. Okay. Couple more carbon plants, and I think I'll be good. Fortunately, the carbon blows up pretty quick, so it's cool. ferrite dust at the moment, so let's see. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, so I'm just going to, I guess I will get rid of the floor here. And whatever. Not really needed. Okay. And, guess I'm going to have to move my teleport machine a little bit. Come on. There we go. But let me get a little prepped up here for this. Right there. And then it's actually kind of close. Let me just get this out of the way for now. Don't need it. All right. Okay. Here we go. And of course, I'm going to basically just I'm just going to sort of build some flooring around this node. Yeah. And honestly, um, now when I have the short walls, I would usually close in the bottom, and it kind of makes it look pretty neat. I mean, I could do that right now with the long wall, the big walls, something like this. And again, this is unnecessary, but it does make it look kind of neat. And since I'm messing with that, let's see. What do I need for the medium refiner, autonomous mining unit? Ooh, so I'm just going to take some uranium out of my starship, I think. Oh, must have used it. Damn. So I'm going to have to find me a uranium node. Okay. Well, I think I'll make this sort of my little, I guess my little work area or whatever. And what do I need? Medium refiner. So I could make that right now. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make my medium refiner. I just need, I guess, what, 3 more of these? Yes. Yeah, because I don't have any here in my exosuit. All right. So 2 more dihydrogen jelly, and then I have a awesome medium refiner, which is really, really cool. And I will go ahead and put this thing to work immediately. So let's see. Um, carbon 21. So if we put carbon in there, it costs 2 carbon to make 1 condensed carbon. So we're going to add oxygen to that, and you'll see that the ratio definitely like is amazing. So we can go ahead and, even though it's a small amount of carbon, right, we can go ahead and we get that, and then we will add the condensed carbon to that, and the ratio is even more incredible. Now, if we take the oxygen out, you can see this just 1 condensed carbon makes 2 carbon, but if we add oxygen to that, it jacks it up from a 1 to 2 to a 1 to 6 ratio, or 2 to 6 ratio, which is great. And I'm going to do this a couple more times until I get enough to where I know it's going to take a couple minutes. And while that's happening, I'm going to go and mine some uranium so that I can make the autonomous mining unit and be good to go. 1 to 6, 2 to 6. Okay. Let's see. What else do I have here? Oxygen harvester. So metal plating, life support gel. I don't think I can make life support gel. Oh, yeah, I can. Dehydrogen and carbon. Okay. So let's get some Oh, frog. Storm crystal. All right. Actually, most importantly, I think at this point, let's. I think I have every. No, magnetized ferrite. Very simple to come by. Let's see what I got for normal ferrite. 116. So I only, let me look and see what I need. Oh, just 35. So boom, it's done. Okay. And then I can start. I'm going to waste a little bit of my carbon here, or maybe not. Move this thing. Put that right here. Okay, that way I got my 2 refiners. Let's go ahead and redo this. So we got 1,400 of that. We'll go ahead and we'll add that to that. So one of these makes 2. So again, we're going to add this. Ooh, okay. So we're out of oxygen at this point. All right. So I'm just going to make a bunch of carbon. And let's get this storage unit in place. And actually, before I do that, let me take the roof off of this this building. If you're pretty new to this game or thinking about playing the game or whatever, or if there's a thing called glitch building, and it's really cool, but it's a little confusing sometimes. If you're concerned about like lining your unit up that you want to use kind of neatly and centering it, just going into camera mode is pretty much all you need to, create a, a pretty job or whatever. So That's all that was. And I'll go ahead and replace that little roof and throw that wall up there. Yeah. That's fine. We can still access this thing as long as we got power to it. Okay. I am going to stop that right there because I think that's a pretty decent amount of carbon to have. But now, aside from wanting to get some uranium, I'm going to have to keep my eye out for like some hazardous plants and stuff like that so I can get some oxygen. And there is some uranium. So I'm just going to fly over to that. All right. And it's just right there. Did I blow that? I must have blew that up. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Probably should wind up seeing some around the area. Looks like some might be right here. That could be copper. Whatever, I'll take it though. Yeah, it's copper. But take the copper. Copper's definitely pretty useful because for the chromatic metal. Okay. But I do want uranium. And what's cool is I don't even have to worry about, I don't even have to concern myself with, oh, I should shoot some of these carbon plants, blah, 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 because, man, that's amazing. Yeah, so this is like the main reason why I think the autonomous mining unit is so important early game, because I just put uranium in those launch thrusters, right? When we just headed from the base to here, and they're already too low to get me off the ground. So, yeah, uranium, super important. And as you've seen, we had just blew up that one uranium node. So that wasn't available to me. So with the autonomous mining unit, that uranium node that's in my base right now, if I decided to keep that base, it will never go away. It will always be there, and it will always be, putting out uranium or whatever. Now, at some point in the game, you just start making production bases and stuff. But early game, man, I think that's a really incredible unit, and I never really hear no one talk about the thing on like YouTube as far as like beginner No Man's Sky tips. Okay. So I think my radiation hazard shield required some uranium, but that I'm going to put on hold in favor of using the uranium to make the autonomous mining unit, because the autonomous mining unit, the autonomous mining unit, as well as the oxygen harvester, will hold 250 of that particular element. And it only takes, yeah, we're going to go for that buried salvage berry technology. It'll hold 250, and it only takes roughly an hour and a half to 2 hours for that thing to fill up. So, you know, that's pretty great. Okay. All right. Okay. Berry technology. Oh, my inventory's full. Okay, no problem. Now we can grab it, and I guess how much uranium do I have? 68, and I need 100. So yeah, can't quite get back to my ship yet. How many salvage did that give me? 4. No, hold on. I got the rest in my starship. 18 plus 4. Okay. So I don't need any more salvage data. Got enough to get the antimatter reactor. I just need uranium like right now. So, right there, another 4. Let me see if I can find a closer node. Cobalt, 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 and yeah. Okay, well, I guess 400 is what it is. All right. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, it's pretty crazy how fast my launch thrusters basically stop working. I mean, it was probably because I had that small amount of uranium and it wasn't able to fuel them. So basically, it was just able to get me off the ground. So all good. Okay. And I heard that if you don't make the terrain manipulator thing so big that you collect more of whatever the element is, so I will try that, see how that works. So that was a pretty tiny little node there, unfortunately. Yeah. All right, but as long as I got, yeah, still need to find another one. Damn. Okay. Copper, copper, copper. Fill up my hazard. I'm pretty good on sodium, so I'm not too worried about that. Man. Well, it is what it is. So we're going to go for it. Stay away from that gamma storm right there. Okay. Man, I'm like killing myself. Cool. Okay, this looks like a pretty good size one, so let's go for this. And while I'm out here, I kind of want to double check and see what exactly I need for a couple more of the items. Okay. All right, let's check this out. Okay, that's as good as. Ooh, I'm going to need some cobalt. Okay, so on the way back, I did see some cobalt nodes, so we definitely got to get some cobalt. 755. Yeah, might as well go that way. Okay. Gotta have cobalt to make the ion battery. You know, actually, let me try something real quick, though. Get down here a little bit in this canyon. So my starship's this way. So, down here. Look at this thing. We have a save point. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Minor settlement. I might be able to. There may be a cave right here, possibly. And if that's the case, we definitely will be able to get some cobalt. So, nope. Nothing. Okay. Grab these and get my jetpack all jacked up really nicely. Okay. So cobalt, uranium, cobalt. Okay, so I guess the closest one is that, unless. Yeah, so the one I got highlighted is the closest. Go here and grab grab that. Remove that beacon. Don't need it. Is there a cave down in here? There's not. Okay. Alright. Let's feed the shields. Alright. So it's supposed to be free jetpack power when you're against a vertical surface, but yeah, I don't think so. I need to make some little steps. Oh, wow, check that out. It's like a big trading post and all, so cool. Where's our Cobalt 300? You away. Looks like a pretty good size deposit here. Oh man, inventory is full again. What don't I care about throwing? I don't want to throw anything out, really. Okay. 7%. I'm just going to take that life support gel right now. And that will give me room for the cobalt. Hey everyone, I'm back. I had to make a video cut because when I got back here to the base, the game was just glitching out crazy. Everything, my teleporter was gone, my refiner was gone, and I tried to, while I was on camera, I tried to make another teleporter, and it said you can only have one at the base, and it was nowhere to be found, so I just, I decided to log off the game and restart it, and then everything was back where it was supposed to be. And so what I decided to do was just kind of get my teleporter, put it where I'd planned to put it, and I put a few walls up. I didn't do too much off camera, but I did want to get a few things set up, and so I'm just going to go ahead and continue the video. Pretty much from when we just got back. We just got back from picking up the uranium and the cobalt. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make my oxygen harvester right now. Must be placed on terrain. Okay. So then you know what? Let me, I don't want to lose whatever I've been getting here. So I'm going to grab this out of there and I'm going to kind of move this a little bit. I'll put that right there, and then I'm going to put the oxygen harvester right next to it. Yeah, perfect. Let's see. All right. So let me go ahead because I think I'm low on oxygen. So let me feed that some carbon, which I'm not too low on, but that is something that I do want to get back in the refiner. All right. Cool. So that's all happening. Let me see. If I put this thing. I think where it was fine, actually. Maybe I'll just stick my little portable refiner there. And let me throw something in here. I'll go ahead and throw this slime in there. Make some nanites, or work towards making some nanites. Yeah, and so anyway, the game glitched out, everything was gone, and then when I logged back on, everything was here. So I went ahead and I put the teleport there, the biodiesel there. I got the storage room all powered up with my wiring, and I think right now, oh, damn it. Right now would be a good time, I believe, to go ahead and head off to the space station. And I'm going to go ahead and sell these pearls because I have no use for them. And I'm especially I'm not going to be hurting for too much money because I am going to salvage Artemis's ship. So let me get on that. Okay. I'll finish. I'm going to finish just kind of getting this shell put on, and then we'll go ahead and we'll fly to space station, and then I think I'm going to end this thing at the anomaly. Oops, damn it. All right, one more. Damn. All right, so really cool. Finally got the whole passive uranium mining going on. I got my oxygen hookup happening, and already got 61 oxygen from that. So that's why I really like these two items, especially early in the game. And actually, I think I will just port to the space station. That'll be a lot quicker. And we will go ahead and see about salvaging that ship. All right. So I just need to summon it here. There we go. And I'm pretty sure I didn't put nothing in. Yeah, I didn't put nothing inside of it. Does it have any tech? Ooh. Chromatic metal wiring loom. I think I am going to... Damn. I'm going to need wiring looms for a couple things, though. Okay. That puts me at 80K. I'll go ahead and sell the salt because there's like salt all over the place where I'm at. I really would like to get that shield out of there. That's an S-class shield, man. Yeah. I think I'm going to go back. It's worth it. Definitely worth it. S-class shield is pretty huge, especially this early in the game. So I'll go back, make some chromatic metal really quick, repair that, and grab that shield out of there. Then I'll salvage this ship. Okay. So I think it was, yeah, it was 50 chromatic metal, 1 wiring loom. All right, not a problem. Well, 49 chromatic metal. And let's go ahead and get this going here. $49 chromatic metal. And I think I'm gonna need wiring looms for a couple things. Those upgrades I got at the, or not upgrades, but new technology I got at the anomaly. So I wanna see what I need before I leave there. All right, we're good on that. I'll throw the copper back into my storage unit. Let me go ahead and just fix what I can of this for now. Okay, I need a wiring loom for that. I need a silver and copper, more uranium. I'll worry about that in a little while. Oxygen. Okay, cool. Got the oxygen recycler on, and I think they're the multi-tool. 2 wiring looms. So I need 3 wiring looms. So going to head to the space station, grab some wiring looms, salvage this ship. From the space station, hit the anomaly, grab my antimatter reactor that I want. I hope I 22. Okay, so yeah, I got enough. The antimatter reactor is only 20. Only 20. Okay. Let me see. 69. Wow, I only have room. I can only buy 1 at the moment. That will change here in 1 second though. Cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm definitely grabbing that. That's just too valuable to leave behind. And I don't really even use a photon cannon, but I guess I'm sort of stuck with a photon cannon in the other ship. All right, let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Yeah, 2 million units. That's great. Sweet. Now I can get my wiring looms. So let's see. Let's sell those subatomic regulators. That was like where most of it was in spool nano cables. Okay, so we're pretty much at we're at 2 million units, which is fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy a couple of these. I think I'm going to grab like 5 of them. That's pretty good for the time being. And we're going to go ahead and head to the anomaly. I'll grab the antimatter reactor from the anomaly, and then from the anomaly, I will go ahead and port from there back to the home base, and I think that'll be it for this video. So here we go. All right. There's Artemis. Is anyone out there outside? How did you find my voice? Say your crash ship. Communicator beacon, distress beacon, begin to mention anomalous space station, but they cut me off. It's outside, but I think safe. There are 16 of them. They look just like Cupid's dance with the eyes of a stranger. After a few moments of silence, they turn to me, imploring. Don't know who you are, do you? Me and lie to all of. All right. Okay, so. Okay, I'm going to try this again. I think I might need to just be closer, that's all. Come on. Yes. All right. Antimatter reactor is mine. And let me see. You know what? I love light boxes for connections, but I'll get the atmosphere harvester. That thing's pretty useful. So cool. So yeah, this I think I'm going to. I might as well port back. Yeah, I want to keep these videos, these fresh start videos, just pretty much like realistic, straight gameplay, straight through. But because of that little glitch, I was kind of forced to cut the video. So I think I'm going to end the video here, and I will see you on number 4. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in a while. Peace out.